Hello and good morning to all. We're here at the home of the Prince, Brian Lara Cricket Academy. You join us for this T20 between the Trinbago Knight Riders and the St Lucia Kings. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Looking forward to this one. It should be a cracking game.
Thanks, Alison. We're to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
The right call here, I'd say.
Oh, it's a loud crowd as the players make their way out. Some really strong players on both sides, capable of scoring quick runs, big hits, and the bowlers, they'll be looking to take quick wickets. The pitch, that should provide a fantastic contest. Opening ball coming up. Okay, everything looks set to get this match underway. I think the new ball will get some movement, and the openers are going to have to be wary of that. Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Massive outside edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Oh, outside edge, but it'll be safe and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Square cut, finds point, no run. Got that away nicely.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Straight to the fielder. Over. The Kings are 10 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. No, terrible shot. 5 runs added there. The Kings are 15 for none.
Excellent first over, and they followed up with a solid second over of the power play.
Seals from the north end. Shot, textbook pull shot, and that's racing away to the boundary. Brilliant.
The gap was left open for them, and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well, and punched it to the boundary.
Brilliant diving stop. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. That's a confident appeal.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Huge edge.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
A big one, 12 runs out of there. The Kings are 27 for none.
How will the bowler respond?
Duplessis with a great hook shot, wide square leg, and that'll be 4.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Couldn't get it through the field. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. That was a lovely punch down the ground. It's in the gap, and there should be a few on offer here, maybe 3. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Was quick onto that in the infield. That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build. How will he reply?
Big edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
Loves them there, hooked away, and that'll be a maximum. Oh, and a nice catch by the young lad in the crowd.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift.
Seals is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Square cut, finds point, no run. 13 runs added there. The Kings are 52 for none. Pereira from the south end. Thick edge. Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Doesn't beat the infield. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. And that completes the fielding restrictions. Time for some field changes. Hussain, the left-arm orthodox bowlers coming into the attack from the north end. Chance to run 2. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Pollard, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Edged it. Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Bravo, the right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. Shot, leant back and punched through the gap in the offside and that'll be 4.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crushed away for 4. Might look to go big again here.
Oh, outside edge, but it'll be safe and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one. The Knight Riders with a massive shout. Out! What a screamer.
They've looked threatening but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Wow, that's missed a lot. Power and precision in that shot. End of the over, 7 off it. The Kings are 77 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Just opened the face of the bat really well and through the infield. And there'll be 4 more.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
That's the big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
Narayan will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well. Bravo from the south end. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Great shot through the gap. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Can't get that outside the ring field. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Over. The Kings are 98 for 1. Tries to flick it past backward square, but that'll be an easy catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
2 down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them, and this could be a huge swing of momentum.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Square cut, finds point, no run. Nicked it. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Going with spin now.
Into the attack. Trinbago Night Riders.
Straight to the fielder. Drilled that one away.
In the end, a very simple shot. Just lets it come and cuts it away for 4.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Edged. The Night Raiders goes up strong, but the batter doesn't feel they got anything on that. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Was quick onto that in the infield. Hussain finishes an economical over and walks away with a wicket, which was fully deserved. Narayan from the north end. Chance to run 2. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Nicked it. The Night Raiders with a strong appeal. That should be given. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
At number 7 for the St. Lucia Kings.
Great shot through the gap. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Well played, could be a quick single. Hussain getting a wicket in that over. Really good bowling. There wasn't much on offer for the batters.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Power and precision in that shot.
Got to get the length right. The line right. It was all wrong. Crashed away for 4.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes though, you just got to accept it and move on.
Flashed at it. Didn't time it well, but got enough to get it to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Smacks that away through the gap. Finds the fielder with that shot. 11 runs added there. The Kings are 129 for 5. Hussain from the south end. Edged it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Goes over the top with that shot. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be four.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. How will he reply?
Massive outside edge. Got that away nicely. 8 runs added in that over. The Kings are 137 for 5. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Ooh, misjudged that and takes a hit on the body.
Raza watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Finds the edge. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Misses everything. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. The Kings are 140 for 5.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Pollard coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. That's a great shot, full of class. Square drive for a maximum.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
That sounded good. It sounded really good. That's a maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Couldn't get it through the field. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Bravo from the north end. Huge shot. That's a massive shot, just incredible.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Pollard, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Drilled that one away.
Chase was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
The shot's certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries and 2 balls. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Bravo shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
Nicked it. Huge over. 20 runs out of there. The Kings, 179 for 5.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Pollard to bowl the last over. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. How will the bowler respond? That's a brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Oh, mercy, the bowler's pleading. Another maximum. 3 of the best, 3 in a row, and there's more power to come.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. No, terrible shot. Massive outside edge. And the innings comes to an end. The Knight Riders will need 199 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Joseph coming in.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Smacks that away through the gap. Outside edge, but it'll be safe and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Joseph, straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 7 for 1. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Cuts that off well in the infield. Edged. They've gone up here. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions and what a catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
End of the over, 10 off it. The Knight Riders are 17 for 2. Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Joseph from the north end. Beats the field with a great shot. Nicked it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Huge edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Great shot, through the gap. Doesn't beat the infield. Square cut, finds point, no run. 4 runs added there. The Knight Riders are 21 for 2. Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Was quick onto that in the infield. Wow, that's missed the lot. Finds the fielder with that shot. The Kings managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. William, the left armour, is the new bowler from the north end. Caught. It's one of the easiest catches you'll see. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers. He's got their tail up.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Four runs added in the over. The Knight Riders, 33 for 3.
So that's the 5th over of the power play completed.
Pierre into the attack now from the south end. Gone aerial with that one. It'll land safe. Might not be 4.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, smashes it away.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Couldn't get it through the field. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the power play finishes.
The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle.
William from the north end. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Puran watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Nicked it. The Kings goes up strong, but the batter doesn't feel they got anything on that. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. That's the over. The Knight Riders are 49 for 4. Whacked away.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Duplessis, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Square cut, finds point, no run. Great shot into the gap and there'll be runs on offer here. The Kings needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over. No. Terrible shot. Gone. Oh, well, that's a bit unlucky.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. It's a very frustrated person heading back to the pavilion.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket.
Please make him welcome.
Two straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
This inning's rollicking towards 50 now. Huge hit for 6.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Over. The Knight Riders are 64 for 5. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Well, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Edge, but it drops safely. Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Massive outside edge. Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score.
74 for 5.
William from the north end. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Doesn't beat the infield. Two runs coming from that over. The Knight Riders are 76 for 5. Raza coming into the attack from the south end. Was quick onto that in the infield.
That was just a massive shot. Middled it, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the fielder with that shot. Perfectly timed.
Top-class innings. Been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century.
Chase, the spinner, coming into the attack. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Thick edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Good bowling in that over. Just the one from it. The Knight Riders are 85 for 5.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Raza from the south end. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Couldn't get it through the field. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Oh, my word. Fast reflexes and grabs it. Stunning catch. Gone. Fine catch.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Raza getting a wicket in that over. Really good bowling. There wasn't much on offer for the batters.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down and required rates has climbed.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Lovely bowling. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
That is quite extraordinary. Pooran, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Perfectly timed. Narayan waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Swept away, but finds the fielder. End of the over. 8 off it. The Knight Riders are 123 for 6. Joseph coming back into the attack. Gone, knocked him over, just too much pace there.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. How will the bowler respond?
Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 9 off it. The Knight Riders are 132 for 7. Pierre back into the attack. Smacks that away through the gap.
No need to run for that one. Gets onto the back foot and powers it away for 4.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Great shot, just square of backward point. That might just make it. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. That sounded good. It sounded really good. That's a maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Too much width and got the full treatment. You've just got to stand and admire.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over. 14 runs coming from it. The Knight Riders are 146 for 7. Joseph from the north end. No. Terrible shot. Joseph with a huge appeal.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Misses everything. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. The Knight Riders are 148 for 8.
They really need a boundary, this ball.
Power and precision in that shot.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary. Have to go for it now.
Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Yeah, they've held that. Brilliant work in the deep. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
153 for 9. The new batsman hitting out to the crease at number 11.
First ball for the batter, coming in. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Pereira taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches, certainly needs to bring their A game today. Keeper can't take it. Not sure anyone will cut that off now.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4. That's the end of the match, a great victory, amazing bowling that really restricted the runs, and in the end it was a simple win.
I wasn't too sure which way this match was going at first, but it ended up being pretty easy for the victors. Hope you enjoyed the coverage and see you again soon.